What's up, blockheads, and welcome to an episode that you guys have requested while I have the Harley-Davidson LiveWire in my possession from Seminole Harley. This episode is brought to you guys in part by Seminole Harley-Davidson. They lent me this LiveWire for about a week or so. We're just going through, testing it out, giving you guys my honest thoughts, opinions on having one for an extended period of time. So you guys be sure to check out the whole LiveWire series. Be sure to hit up Seminole Harley-Davidson, links down in the description below. So in today's video, we have the battle of the century. I'm like channeling my inner shade tree, my shade treeisms. We are pitting the Harley-Davidson LiveWire all-electric, single gear, fast as hell versus my Harley-Davidson Softail Low Rider S with a Stage 4 kit, which is the 131, and a Thundermax tuner on it. We've also got a couple other components. We're going to be continuing to do work on the 131. If you guys want to check that out, check out that playlist, link in the description below. Joining me here, we've got Wes, Face Nectar. You guys be sure to go give him a follow. Right there. Whenever I asked Wes if he was down to go be a speedy boy today, he said, yeah. I was like, yeah, you wanna go ride the LiveWire and the 131 and put them up against one another, and then also the CBR600RR, which will be a separate episode. And he was down. One of the things that he did say though was that he wanted to. You didn't even say you wanted to. You asked which bike you would be riding.
I was like, are you gonna ride the 131? And I think you were just like, yeah, that's cool, unless you want to. And I was like, no, honestly, I'm kind of scared of it, so I'll let you do that.
And my response to that was, me too. I too am scared of this bike, and it's kind of crazy to think we're not even done with it. So we're just going to be taking it onto a highway here, doing some pulls, just to kind of get a general vibe of which one's going to be faster, which is going to perform. Then I guess go from there. That way we can kind of see what's what. We'll put the weight figures right there on the screen for you guys. How much that one weighs, how much this one weighs. Power numbers, I think I've gotten like 138, between 130 and 140 horsepower and torque on this one. And I can't remember what this one's rated at. I want to say it's like 100 plus horsepower-ish.
Crazy, because it's like all the dynos versus no dynos.
Yeah. Well, dynos, but just processed at like coal or energy factory, and then put into like electric form, and then we just store them into this battery right here. Look at this. Like, this is just, it's just all battery. It's a Tron bike, bro. Somebody commented and they said, the thing that's below it, isn't that the thing that's on the bottom of Santa's sleigh in Elf?
Oh, in Elf?
Yeah. I thought that was clever. Kind of does look like it.
We're not Christmas cheer, maybe?
Something like that. So are you saying you're going to sing a Christmas song in order to give you more power?
If I had any confidence it would work, I would try.
What are your predictions here? Which one do you think? You've ridden this one before. Probably not full out. And then you've ridden that one a little bit.
I haven't ridden that one since 131.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And like, even with the 113 or 114 in it, it was still a lot of bike. I don't think I ever took it out where I could rip it.
It's about double of what it was whenever you rode it then with the 114.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm like sitting here waiting for you to start yours, but
I'm already driving away.
Yeah, it's just like, and she's gone. Wes is in sport mode, which is like 100% power to the bike. Highway mode, I think, is like 80%, and then you've got rain mode, which is, I forget, like 60% or something. But in sport mode, it's 100% power, pretty much. If he's on throttle 100%, it's going to accelerate to its fullest capabilities. Ooh, a helicopter. Want to race? All right, pull numero uno.
3, 2, 1.
How'd you feel?
Not bad. We were actually pretty neck and neck there for the beginning,
right?
And then once you started getting in those higher RPMs, you just slowly pulled away. And then I was like, I'll just let off the throttle a little bit.
Yeah, I think I was actually short shifting a little bit, but we'll get another pull in. Yeah, I was looking over and you're just like right there. I'm like, all right.
Just silently next to you.
Yeah. I know previously on some bikes, whenever you were pulling, like with the CBR600RR, you were letting off because you were feeling kind of like nervous about it, like you hadn't ridden it. So this is kind of the first time you're pulling on the LiveWire. How are you feeling about it?
The power is incredibly smooth. As soon as you rip it back, you have the exact same amount of torque, it feels like, the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, you don't hit those like peak power where it comes up and then you can feel it like pull you back even more and more. It's
Right.
just super consistent.
Very predictable, that's what I say.
Yeah, exactly. The other ones like the 600 and stuff, it starts off fast and then it just gets faster. So you kind of get that like that like warp speed effect where everything starts to blur on your sides just a little bit more and more.
Yeah, it's a speed.
Whereas this one, yeah, since this is just super consistent, it's very linear.
Which equals confidence and comfort.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I've been saying a lot, like in riding it, is that it's just very predictable, and that makes you so confident while riding it. I don't know if that's a bad thing, because like the time I rode it and I was trying to kill the battery as fast as I could, dude, I was I was definitely riding like to my limit, and then maybe like a little bit more because of the bike.
Yeah.
You know, like leaning harder, going into turns way faster, braking later. It's all because of that bike. You know, it's like you've got your rider skill that you've built, and then like based on the tool that you're using, you know, the bike that you're on, you're able to kind of like grow into that almost.
You know, even with this in sport mode, it's not twitchy. As long as you're like still like relatively smooth with the throttle. I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to just rip it all the time.
We want to get we'll do like a 70 pull or like a 60 pull.
3, 2, 1. Just a second or two before you passed me. Were you already catching up at that point, or?
Yeah, it was pretty much neck and neck. You were pulling a little bit, but if I would have shifted down another gear, I think it would have put it more in the power band.
Yeah.
I think at the beginning, like off the bat, they're evenly matched, but as this one climbs, it starts to take it.
Definitely, once you get up in your high RPMs. I mean, that's still pretty nuts that this completely stock
electric bike.
Completely stock electric with probably not the best rider on it. Because still, I mean, not that you really have to think about much. You just
I was gonna say
that.
all you have to do is pull back on throttle and hang on, man. It doesn't really require like a ton of rider skill. Like with shifting, it's like you kind of have to know, okay, like by ear, I'm at my shift point, you know, 6.5. But with that, it's just all one gear, and so it's just like go. And you just got to make sure that you're all the way back and you're getting 100%. It's easy, man. It's stupid easy.
Yeah.
What do you think of it as compared to your Ninja 650?
It's definitely a little faster. 3, 2, 1.
Dude, I keep on hitting rev limiter. It slows me down. It's like you can tell, like when we're both pulling and I hit rev limiter, it's like I start to drop back. I barely touched it that time, but I caught it in enough time. I need a shift light up here.
Go, and 3, 2, 1.
It's like totally silent, loud as
I think it was 72 when I first got on it, and now it's at 58. So we're burning. I mean, obviously there's plenty left, but
burning them electric dynos. So this will be the last pull. Make it count. I'll let you count it down once again.
All right, and 3, 2, 1. I got scared with that truck there.
Hey, you can tell you let off.
Yeah.
Good pulse, sir. So what would you say? Which is faster?
I think at the very first second, this is faster. Once those RPMs get any higher than like, I don't know, probably 3,000 or 4,000 on yours, it's over. It's at least matched until you get like probably up into your probably 4,500 or 5,000 range. Then you just are gone. God, this thing's just so crazy. I love the sound.
Dude, it's so good.
It's just like.
All right, guys, there you go. Harley-Davidson LiveWire versus Softail Low Rider S Stage 4 with the 131. Thoughts, feedback?
Crazy consistent, very linear power. Feeling's a little weird, I think, at high acceleration. I feel like it's hard to maneuver. I don't know if it has some kind of technology in there if it has like steering damping or anything, but it just feels kind of heavy to steer. Like at high acceleration and high speed, it feels like it's kind of fighting back more. I don't know.
Overall, like with riding it, like you were saying, it's just very linear, very predictable, easy. Obviously, you guys saw with me doing pulls on this thing, and even though it's my bike and I know it and I've totally ridden it for a while, like whenever you're under heavy acceleration like that, it doesn't take long for that rev limiter to reach 6.5 and for it to go, you know, min. And then whenever you're doing that, you're just losing power and you fall behind. And so a couple times that I did that. Like I said, I really wish we had more of a controlled environment where we could do this in Mexico. You kind of take what you can get. The Federales, they're very strict around here about street racing, and so we're basically doing it as legal as we can, getting up to speed on the on-ramps and getting into traffic, because we're just trying to be safe to merge into traffic.
What else would we be doing?
That's right. But shout out to the Federales. Appreciate you for you know, keeping our streets safe.
The other thing I wanted to note, no fairing. There's a lot of wind.
Yeah.
I was full tuck and I could feel it on my arms, my shoulders, my helmet. Everything was just getting pushed back.
Yeah. You remember when we came back from bike night and I was saying there's nowhere to escape the wind because it was so cold?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was talking about. You can't go anywhere on that bike. It is all wind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's meant to be an around town, like local. You're not doing distance on that thing unless you're Obi-Wan Kenobi. So overall, you guys saw the differences. Like we were saying, in the upper RPMs, once this thing gets into that horsepower band, the 131 is faster than the LiveWire, but the convenience, I mean, this is bone stock. This is very far from bone stock. Like, there's been a lot of time and effort put into this to make it what it is, and we're still going with it. And this is basically right off the showroom floor as it is. It's crazy. I like it a lot. It's a really fun bike. Such a stark contrast between these two. The only downside, charge time, man, it gets me. And the price tag. The price tag is a little bit to bite.
Yeah. Can you set up like a level 3 charger in your house if you have like a 220 hookup, or?
Probably. I mean, don't they do that for Teslas?
I think so. They have to come like actually install some kind of stuff. I don't think you can just have like a 220 and just plug into that.
Right. I'm sure there would have to be some kind of way to set up like a level 3 charging at your house. All right, guys. Well, there you go. If you guys have any questions, post them up down in the comments below. Let us know. Try to be as thorough as we could. Like I said, wish we had a bit more of a controlled environment, but oh well. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to go hit up Wes Instagram right there, Face Nectar. If you guys enjoyed the content, hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps out the channel quite a bit. If you're not subscribed already, which a majority of you guys watching this video probably are not subscribed, so you should totally hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity of content like this. You like motorcycles? Hit the subscribe button. We like motorcycles too. Motorcycles, for those of you that don't know what we're talking about. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, ride safe, stay vigilant, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.